All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the MarKey Podcast. I go by the name of keytd.
I go by the name of MavAsusual.
I go by the name of Bigcorn Stalk.
And again, I just want to say, because I was just recently made aware, y'all, like MarKey gang, y'all know I'm a high school football coach, and few of my players said that they listen to the pod and that I cuss too much. Whatever. I'll say this. First of all, I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Keita Dilla is just a stage name. I don't deal nothing but content. That's it. So don't get confused by the name. Like I'm not doing it. But okay. Now, unless y'all been living under a rock, y'all know that for the first time in 53 years, the New York Knicks have won the NBA championship. Now, I want to say a couple things, right? First of all, New York fans, you niggas is out of control, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this. New York fans, y'all really picking the right Spurs fans because I'm going to keep it real. I know plenty of people in Texas, bro, and Texas is an open carry state. Like, y'all New York fans, y'all really got lucky and found a fan that was willing to squabble with y'all hoes. Because I know some Texas folks that y'all would have pulled that shit, they would have popped your ass, first of all. And then the guy who got jumped, first of all, the dude in New York who was in Times Square with a Spurs jersey on, you stupid. You stupid. Like, you know how New York fans are. You come up there, y'all still game three. You decide to go to Times Square, one of the most populated areas in New York City, in a Spurs jersey. Now, I'm not saying that you should have gotten punched out, but I just don't think that was wise. Me personally. But New York fans, y'all was crazy out of pocket for that, first of all. Second of all, there is a couple New York fans that I'm happy for. First of all,
Spike Lee.
like if you not happy for Spike Lee, you're not a real basketball fan. For Spike Lee, they said that he got his first season tickets in 1985, which is Patrick Ewing's rookie year. You ain't seen Spike Lee deviate from the Knicks at all. It's been Knicks, or movies. Spike Lee, infamous for being in the Garden, in the same seats. You know, seeing Spike argue with Michael Jordan. He done argue with Reggie Miller. All kind of little niggas that's not as famous as Michael Jordan and Reggie Miller. But I'm happy for Spike. All the other celebrities that I be seeing, like Tracy Morgan, Fat Joe, all of them, I don't give a fuck. But I will say this, just to, you know what I'm saying, just to get on the game, and then I'll give these guys a chance to speak. As far as the actual series, one, the Knicks showed how good of a team they were because there were 3 guys that could have won the Finals MVP. So I knew that because Jalen had been so big for them throughout the whole playoffs, Cat and his defense of Wemby is why Wemby struggled. I think Cat showed that he was way more stronger than Wemby. Like, there was one time that Wemby was trying to back Cat down, and Cat was just standing there firm. Wemby tried to do a little stupid-ass spin, and he kind of hit Cat and bounced off. You know what I'm saying? Wemby, you got to get your tall ass in the gym, bro. Wemby, if you put on about 25 pounds of muscle, I think, bro, if Wemby puts on about 25 pounds of muscle, he will be the most unstoppable nigga in the world. If he put on some muscle, keep working with Hakeem Olajuwon, he'll be okay. Now, Jalen Brunson definitely deserved the Finals MVP because I knew with that many people possibly being able to win the MVP, by him putting up 40 points in the deciding game and also having big moments where he took over the game throughout the series, I think they got it right with Jalen Brunson being the MVP.
Yeah.
Now, I think people are being entirely too hard on De'Aaron Fox.
No.
This is why I say that. This is why I say that. Because yes, he did some dumb shit throughout this series. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, there were several plays where to me, it wasn't his fault. Like the final play in game 4 when he got the wide open steal, he should have dribbled the ball out, but he went for the layup. If you hear what he said he didn't see nobody coming, so he thought he had a wide open layup. And in my opinion, if you are of the mindset that you have a wide open layup, I would have took it too, if I'm being honest. But I still understand how people saying he should have just dribbled the ball out. Not everybody has that level of basketball IQ. So to me, when people are blaming De'Aaron Fox, honestly, that's the coach's fault. In my opinion, because me being a coach myself, you have to go over situational basketball. I forgot who it was, but one of them ESPN reporters, they pointed it out, bro. That's a lack of situational basketball training. Everybody knows that in practice, as a coach, you're supposed to make time for, like you make time for hypotheticals. And that may sound stupid, but it's the truth because had the Spurs have been practicing, if they're looking at how the series is going, they see the games are not blowouts. You see what I'm saying? It's like, so to me, with us, if I'm the Spurs coach and I look at what's going on, our players can't hold a lead. Every single game has been coming down to the last few seconds. That's something you work on in practice. In my opinion, that's something that if that situation comes up, had you had been going over situation the best, and I know a lot of people say he been playing since he was whatever age, and you know what I'm saying, he get paid this, but think about it, bro. Yes, they said De'Aaron Fox get paid a lot of money, but giving you that money don't make you a good situational basketball player. That money is for what you bring to the team. That's it. But I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Anybody blaming anybody on the Spurs but Wemby, you're making excuses. Wemby cost them at least 3 games, bro.
No, bro.
He did.
No.
He did. Think about it. The crucial turnover when he hit Stephon Castle in the back. Then he fouled Jalen Brunson, right?
Okay.
That's one. Now, think about the clutch free throws that he missed. He had a clear opportunity to put the Spurs up 2. He missed both free throws in a very, very, very clutch moment. And this nigga's a very good free throw shooter. He rarely misses. So for in that moment, for him to miss both those free throws, I'm sorry, bro. You cannot say. And then you're supposed to be not only the star of the team, but they trying their best to make you the the face of the league. They want Wemby to be the face of the league. Then, I don't know if y'all peeped it, but if I'm being honest, the person I heard point this out was Jason Whitlock. Corn, were you noticing his protest of the national anthem?
No, I did not see that.
So what he was doing, like, he would stay in the locker room while the national anthem is being played. One, the Spurs were completely disrespectful. Like, some of the shit they were doing, some of the shit they were saying. Did y'all peep the little clown music that they was playing when the Knicks players were being called?
Yeah, yes,
It
I
was,
did that. Yeah,
bro,
I
the
did see
Spurs.
that.
I think to me, this what happened. I think the Spurs believed everybody all year who kept saying the champion is gonna come out of the West. And bro, I'm telling y'all the reason why. And if you go back to my Facebook post, I posted on May 29th. I said the Knicks are gonna be whoever come out of the West in 5. And I don't care what nobody say. I felt that way because the Spurs already played their championship. They didn't care about beating nobody but OKC. And that OKC series, that basically beat them up.
Yeah.
That OKC series basically like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Honestly, I think the Spurs will be champions. If they would have swept OKC the same way the Knicks swept Cleveland, I think it's an even series. Honestly, I think they were tired. And to me, they just ran out of gas. But
Well,
congratulations to the Knicks. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I got a couple homeboys that I know that are true Knicks fans. I say congratulations to them. Cause trust me, I know what it feels like to stay down until your team come up. I've been a Titans fan since goddamn 1999. And I'm telling y'all, the Knicks fans ain't doing enough, if you ask me, because when the Titans win the Super Bowl, I don't care if I'm old and gray. I'm telling you, I'm gonna act a fool, bro. But that's all I gotta say, bro.
as you should. As you should act a fool, responsibly, if your team wins. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if it's gonna be responsible, bro.
No, it definitely should be responsible. Too old to be doing some of this shit that the Knicks stand. Too old to be doing what the Knicks is doing.
Yeah.
Them Knicks is tripping. Them Knicks is tripping. Far and gone, far and beyond tripping. As wise the finals, De'Aaron Fox gets a lot of the blame, bro. Why? Because down the stretch, he was in the game over Dylan Harper, who was playing mightily better than him at
That's
every facet of the
coaching.
game. At
That's
every facet of the
coaching.
game. At every facet of the game. So De'Aaron Fox was horrible the entire final series. He was actually horrible last playoff in the Western Conference Finals. He honestly been horrible since the first round. It's just that since his name is Fox and he got paid the big contract, they sort of kind of have to play him. But
Yeah.
that's the nature of the beast. But De'Aaron Fox would have been benched 4 games ago if I was the coach. Dylan Harper clearly been a better player.
Yep.
Had been showing a better player. He should have been in the game. But De'Aaron Fox definitely lost in this series. Wemby, as far as wise Wemby, all this the greatest ever and all this glaze that was giving him, that needs to stop immediately. Immediately, you know what I'm saying? Even during the playoffs, he wasn't the alien that everybody's trying to say he is. You know what I'm saying? He would have a couple games in a series that he was cold, and then he would kind of be very good, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Or just
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
He was not as cold in this playoff series as everybody portrayed him to be. Also, the Spurs gonna have to work on his conditioning. They can't play him 28 minutes a game in the regular season, then just
Yep.
up him to 40 minutes in the playoffs. He
Yep.
gonna be tired. He's never played. He's never done it, and he was tired the whole playoffs, bro. Especially that
Yep.
OKC series and that especially that New York Knicks series. But again, back to the coaching thing. The fact you're up 20 points up 20 points and you can't give Wemby the last 2 minutes of that quarter.
Yeah.
The little blow. You know how them coaches be doing, bro. Like to give them the last minute, 32 minutes of the quarter, and then sit them another minute or two in the first or the next quarter, then let them go in. He did none of that, bro. He just let him. I'm like, bro, you gotta get Wemby off the court. Y'all up 20. You gotta give him a blow. You know what I'm saying? He just left him in the game. That is coaching. But as far as the free throws, he's an 82% free throw shooter, which is a good free throw shooter. That's not 100%. He's not automatic. So what you're talking about, the free throws that he missed, that didn't really matter to me because they were still up. They were still up when De'Aaron Fox took that layup. That was stupid, and he absolutely seen OG Anunoby because he told the reporters right after the game he thought he could outrun him. So that's literally what he said. He said, "I thought I could outrun him. He just made a great play." No, bro, you should not have been trying to think about scoring at all. You should have ran the clock out or trying to run the clock out, play the clock game. That's what you get paid for. No.
And yes, you ain't gonna outrun OG. Nigga, OG's an athlete.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Exactly. So yes, he's the point guard of the team. He's supposed to know what's going on. He's supposed to be able to put your players in position to be able to for the team to succeed. Yes, that's the problem. He needs to go. Yes, he needs to go. He's not a point guard. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with today's game. They don't have point guard. They don't have veterism. They don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? If they had Chris Paul, I'm telling you, they'd at least won two. They'd have won 3 games.
Which Chris Paul?
Any version of Chris Paul.
Yeah. No, man. No.
Yeah. Chris Paul doesn't let them blow a 30-point lead, bro, for sure.
Bro, they will be. I'm gonna keep it real. De'Aaron Fox is like,
terrible.
I know he fucked
terrible.
up, but bro, he still is a key piece to that team, bro.
Man,
I don't think they get there without him.
No, they did get there without him. He didn't play. He didn't play the first 2 series. They did.
I mean, but he was there throughout the season. He was there in the OKC series. I mean, and then just being real, against the Knicks, he made some big plays. Like even in the tip game with OG with the tip, De'Aaron Fox is the one that hit the big 3 that got them in the position to win their game.
I mean, he got to hit something. He's playing. He's in the game. So I'm with you. But the negatives outweigh his positives, bro, by a landslide. Bro, the man scored 7 points. Hit in game 2. The only game he was good in was game 2, and they lost that game. So so 7 points, 20, 12, 18, and 7. Now these field goal percentages was on the 20. The game 2 he was great. The game 2 18 was 6 for 16. I mean that was game 4, 6 for 16. That was the game he tried to shoot the layup. He scored 18 points, but he was terrible. Like he was having a terrible shooting night, bro. He was terrible. That's a terrible game. 16 shots for 18 points is a bad night, bro. It's a bad night.
It is.
He had a bad night every night except game 2. Like, nah.
All I'm saying is with that same formula that just got them out of the Western Conference, bro, if they keep that exact same team, they'll be right back next year.
I'm not disputing that at all. I won't dispute that, not one bit. But they need a real veteran point guard type shit. You know what I'm saying? Someone who knows how to. I don't want to use the word veteran point guard. A point guard who knows how to actually conduct themselves in moments. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know who that point guard would be, but they need something. You know what I mean? Or if anything, just move around, move off De'Aaron Fox and just roll what you got. But at the same time, they probably can't move off De'Aaron Fox. With being honest, Key Anthony. Who's going to trade for De'Aaron Fox? He's coming off a series where he was absolutely doo-doo. So who in the fuck, what roster is going to say, oh yeah, Fox just looks good. We just watched him be terrible for like 2 months. You know what I'm saying? So the Spurs are probably stuck with him.
I'm going to tell you now.
And his price tag is disgusting. I don't know if you've seen his contract. It's nasty, bro. It's nasty.
I think if you swap James Harden for De'Aaron Fox right now, they would have probably still lost, but I don't think they get swept.
No, they would have won a game or 2.
That's what I'm saying. I think they win at least a game or 2. If all you do is swap James Harden and De'Aaron Fox.
They did win a game. So they would have won at least. I'm gonna say James Harden would have got him. Because I ain't gonna lie though, James Harden be folding in big moments too though. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me?
Right.
He fold big moments too. But even with that being said, I probably take James Harden fold over De'Aaron Fox's fold.
Oh no. Oh no. James Harden, he'll go legendary. You remember when what he
Yeah,
missed about like 20 straight threes one game
that
or some
wasn't him
shit?
alone. That wasn't him alone, but it was a team effort. But I get what you're saying though. Yeah.
Like, no, I don't know. But hey, Mav, you got any insights on the finals?
Nah, man, I'm not. I wasn't never really a Knicks fan like that. So
Now,
y'all know I
okay.
don't be watching modern basketball. Like
So
I
look,
follow scores and stuff, but still.
so Mav ain't got no opinion on the finals. I will say this.
Mm-mm.
Even though the finals was only 5 games, them was some entertaining as 5 games. Now, the game 4, that was by far not a cold ass game because the Spurs dominated the first half. But I think I want to say that was by far the best second half of basketball that I've seen since probably the 2022 finals with, Golden State and the Celtics. Steph Curry had the purple shoes game, but we ain't gonna bring up Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Um, but that's our coverage on the finals. Like I said, congratulations, Knicks. Um, Shout out to the Golden State Warriors. I need y'all to do what we need to do. Jimmy Butler, get yourself together. Moses Moody, get yourself together. Because I feel like my Golden State Warriors still have at least one more ring left in us. So let's get this done. Make that move. Go get Giannis, whatever we got to do. Right? Now, I wanted to ask y'all this question. Right? It's a two-parter.
Uh-huh.
We're talking about Black culture specifically.
Uh-huh.
Don't think about no white people, Spanish, nobody. All Black culture question, right? One, who do y'all feel was more influential to Black people of the 3 Michaels? Jackson, Tyson, Jordan.
Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Okay. I don't see how y'all say that, bro.
It's Michael Jackson for sure.
I just think it's because with Michael Jordan, I think Mike impacted way more areas to me.
What did he
Because
impact?
one, of course, Black athletes. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. Like, come on now. It's literally,
Okay.
come on now. And then, bro, of course, his shoes. Whether they are negative because motherfuckers was getting robbed about them and shit like that, but bro, the Michael Jordan tennis shoe is the most impactful clothing item for Black people ever. Is that not
Okay.
is that not a fact?
Uh-huh.
'Cause, I mean, I don't see. I mean, of course, you might dress up like Michael Jackson on the way to a fucking Halloween party, costume party or something, but on a regular, nobody's trying to dress like Michael Jackson. So
Okay.
that's why I said, bro, like with Michael Jordan, especially his what's the word I'm looking for? Is really, I don't know. Okay, so we all around the same age.
Yeah.
If y'all remember school in the 90s, if you remember school in the 90s, I don't know what schools y'all went to, but my schools in the 90s were all about Jordans and the little jumpsuits that Mike used to wear and shit. All of the little the shit that Mike would pop out in, that would become the hottest shit in the world. Do
Yeah.
y'all and y'all remember this, Mav?
What is it?
Me personally, I feel like, okay, why do y'all say that Mike had a bigger impact on black culture?
It's just because Michael Jackson was bigger than black culture. So that's why.
Yeah.
See, when you try to just dumb it down to just black culture, you already done lost. You know what I'm saying? Because Michael Jackson influenced the entire world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan, he was a worldwide phenomenon for sure, right? I'm not saying he wasn't a world phenomenon, but he wasn't nowhere near the capacity of what Michael Jackson is. It's not even close.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so 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 again, if you're not, it's a lot. There's way more people who are not into sports than the people is who listen to music. Music is a much bigger outreach than sports. Would you agree, Mav? Yes or no?
Oh yeah, I agree. Music is universal. Then
Yeah.
everybody,
So
everybody from kids to
so music.
adults.
So Michael Jackson is because again, I understand what you're saying, Anthony. When you said kids wanted to be like Michael Jordan with dribble, that's for people who wanted to play basketball. You got people who don't want to play, who don't like basketball. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Hmm.
dance, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody listens to music. And when
Yep.
you want to turn on some music and wanted to dance, you was trying to be like Michael Jackson, homie. You feel me?
Yep.
Hey,
Not to
you
mention
do
the
know Michael Jackson show you do know Michael Jackson showed up to a Chicago Bulls game before, right? In the prime of Michael Jordan's career, correct? And you do realize the entire world
yeah.
stopped. The entire stadium stopped. They didn't care the game was going on. They wanted to go see Mike. They was trying to figure out how they can go get to see Mike when they had Mike on the court. They've already shown you this. You know what I'm saying? It's
But
not
I
close
think
to
the
what
y'all
same
Michael
do
Jackson is, bro.
the
y'all
same
do
thing
It's
happened in the
not
understand.
Lakers
close.
game.
I think it was
The
a
same.
Michael. I think it was the Michael Jordan game that he showed up to. He was literally at
No, it was
a Michael
I
Jordan
think it was a
game.
Lakers game that you're
Oh,
talking about.
okay, I got you. Okay,
A
I said
Lakers game,
scrutiny.
and Magic Johnson invited him to a Lakers game, and Michael's like, I don't think the fans are gonna let me watch it. And Magic Johnson was like, no, come on, they'll let you. As soon as he got there, the game pretty much had to be stopped, and he
You
had to
know
be
what?
taken out.
You know what I
That's
don't
not going to happen.
understand
That's
about
not
you
going to happen.
two,
That's not going to happen on a Michael Jordan game. That's not going to happen on a
bro.
Michael Jordan game.
What I don't understand about you two is like when we was talking about Drake, y'all, everything was that only happened because of technology, right? Now, my thing is this. Y'all will say Drake is only doing what he doing because of technology, but y'all will never admit that Mike was who he was because of the lack of technology. You couldn't see Michael Jackson every day the way you can
Yeah,
see a Beyonce every day. So, of course, if Michael Jackson makes an appearance back in the early 90s or some shit, of course it's going to be that way. You never can see him.
It's not true.
Whereas,
So why no other big phenomenon artists were like that, bro? There was no other big phenomenon artist
bro,
that
there
was in
was
the
plenty
90s
of
that was like
people
that, bro.
back in those days that could shut shit down, bro. Come on now.
No, they could not have, bro. Madonna, she couldn't have. She couldn't have. No, she couldn't.
Yeah, right.
not the way Mike
Bro.
did.
Not the
Madonna,
way
come.
we talking about prime Madonna. No, fuck no, bro. What are you talking about, Kenzie, man? Stop. Bro. No. And man, dude, and Madonna was a phenomenon. No, bro, no, no, bro, no. They ain't fucking with no goddamn bike. Man, hell no. And Madonna and Michael Jackson, everybody gonna be over there. Madonna gonna be in a ghost town right now until Mike leaves. Then they'll go over to holler at Madonna. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Bro, all I know is
Yeah.
this. If Michael Jackson lived in a time where from the time he opened his eyes, he could literally show you himself like all of that fucking makeup Michael Jackson used to wear. If the fans were able to see him go through his makeup routine, go through his day, eat breakfast, go play with his monkeys and do it, bro, it wouldn't be that when they saw him. Like that's common sense.
I doubt that, bro. They probably gravitate him even more. You know what I'm saying? So what are we talking about? If you can wake up and look at Michael Jackson, his everyday routine, man, he probably break streamings every day, bro.
Yeah.
What we talking about? Imagine Michael Jackson going live on Instagram. it'd be like 10 million people watching it. Man, come on, man.
Yeah.
Man, get the fuck out of here,
Bruh.
bro. Well, man, hell nah, bro. What?
If y'all say so,
He
man.
would have
All
he
I
would
know
have
is
10 million people on the Instagram live number wouldn't have enough numbers to keep up with how many people's on there. You know what I'm saying? It'd just be stuck at 99999. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It really would. It really would, bro. There's no
and
there's no
you
ain't no
basing that off of what? And you basing that off
ain't
of
no
back in the
ain't no my
90s. He was just standing there for 5 minutes and nobody and
I'm ba-
people were faint.
I'm basing I'm okay. Name someone who did. Name someone who ever did it. They still show that to this day now. It's 2026.
It
If
was
it's so
amazing and
if it's so
in
nothing,
'94.
if it's so nothing, why do they keep showing it? Why do they keep talking about Michael Jackson now if he's so not who you think he is? They still talk about him right now.
I never said he's not who I think he is. I just think that the same technology restraints that y'all put on everybody else, if you put them same technology restraints on Mike, he would be doing like the same numbers that maybe a Drake is or Beyonce or some shit like that.
What restraints are you talking about? There is no restraints in this era. You could
Okay.
there's no way. What are you talking about?
There
There's no
are
restriction. What are you
bruh.
talking about? What restraints are you
Okay.
talking about?
There's okay.
What are you talking about?
So when
Restraints?
I sent
What
y'all,
are you talking
I
about?
kept sending,
You done throw me off.
I kept sending y'all facts of when Drake is breaking this record and breaking that record. Y'all kept saying, that's because of streaming. That is a restraint.
That's not a restraint. That's a plus.
Yes,
That's
it
the reason why
is.
that's the reason why he broke. That's the reason why he broke the record.
You limiting Drake to his success only being because of you had to go out of your house and get the record versus being able to stream. That's a restraint.
That's not a restraint. That's a plus for Drake, bro. And
How is that
a restraint when how's it a restraint when that's literally what happened.
So okay, let me ask you this: by y'all saying that, are you not saying that if Drake was in the era where you had to go in the store and get the music, he wouldn't be as successful? Is that not what you're saying?
He wouldn't be what Michael Jackson is.
Restraint.
He wouldn't be with Michael Jackson. I didn't say he wouldn't be successful. He's not gonna be Michael Jackson. Nobody is. Okay. And it's already been proven that nobody's Michael Jackson. And will never ever be another one.
Yeah.
Okay, but so here's my thing, right?
To say that we ain't never had another Michael Jordan, some people might say that's not true because we saw Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody gonna sit and say we seen another Michael Jackson. Name him.
Somebody that's close to him and everything that he can do.
Name
Chris
him.
Brown.
Name
Chris
him.
Brown. Chris Brown.
No, fuck no, he's not. Just because he dances does not mean he's Chris Brown.
He dances.
Michael Jackson.
He sells out arenas. He make no, it don't.
Everybody Michael Jackson.
Chris Brown is the closest thing to Michael Jackson we've ever had, besides Prince.
Not. And Prince is not Michael Jackson because he was in his era. He competed against Michael Jackson. No. Come on, man.
So you telling me that
he washes Princes? He washes Prince. And Chris Brown
Okay,
ain't done,
so Mav, so you said Chris Brown is nowhere near Michael Jackson.
And Chris
as far as the way he danced, as far as the way he sang.
He ain't a fraction what Michael Jackson is now, Chris Brown.
He'll never be Michael Jackson. Now, I'll say this. If I'm going to add, I will say this.
Who's Michael Jackson? What I'm saying is, did Neo's Michael Jackson? Did Chris Brown Michael Jackson? It's all anybody who dances like Michael Jackson can be Michael Jackson.
Bro,
that's not true, bro.
But you know, just like Neo don't dance like Michael Jackson. Neo don't dance like Michael Jackson. Bro.
That's like saying Michael Jackson's James Brown. I mean James. James Brown. Yeah, no, he's not. He exceeded him, bro. Like well beyond. He's way beyond. Although he did get a huge influence from James Brown. He's not James Brown. He went past James Brown. And James Brown even told me, I ain't no Mike. I ain't Mike.
Yeah, James Brown did say that. He did say that. Now, Chris Brown, like I said, he's dope. He's dope. And I'll say that if we're going to pick somebody, he might be somebody who's like coordinated, like not like Mike. There's nobody like him. But if we're going to pick somebody, because everybody said it was Usher, you know? I don't think it's Usher, but
I was about to say Usher too, because I can name people who's on that in that bubble, but they ain't Mike though. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no problem.
Exactly.
And they all imitated Mike and wanted to be Mike.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people call, and anybody that know me know Kobe's my favorite player ever. Everybody said that, or makes jokes that Kobe was a great value Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Brown could be a great value Michael Jackson. That's what I meant. I never once said that anybody could be Michael Jackson. But if you're a music producer and you want to try to create that same production, a great value of Michael Jackson would be Chris Brown. It ain't like, we ain't gonna sit here and say like Chris Brown don't sell records, like he don't sell out arenas. Like, I mean, no, he doesn't cause the mass fucking hysteria that Michael Jordan caused. But like I said, if y'all stop restraining people to their era, I think you'll find another Michael Jackson. Personally.
Who?
I don't know. Shit, take a shot.
Y'all, you just brought up two people who could possibly be the closest, and they not close. It's Chris Brown and Usher, and they not close.
According to you,
they're not close,
bro. Okay. First of all, if we're gonna be real, the person who's closest to Michael Jackson is undoubtedly Beyonce. Like, she's the only person that I know. Beyonce's the only.
We had this conversation already before, bro. You feel me? You brought up number one record. She has 9 to like Michael Jackson's 75. You know what I'm saying? That's not even debatable, but like it's not
That's why
close,
I said.
bro.
That's why I said the closest to him. Y'all keep trying to make it like I'm saying these people are on his level.
To him in
I'm not. As far as sales, as far as any number y'all think of, bro, stop acting like Beyonce is some local artist, bro. Like, y'all killing me with that. Y'all acting like this girl. Y'all act like this girl ain't got the same amount of awards.
You trying to find somebody who's in. You trying to find somebody every week who's in the realm of Michael Jackson, and they're not.
According to y'all. Okay. All I know is if Beyonce announces a tour right fucking now, that shit gonna sell out in a matter of minutes. That's all I know. That's all I know.
Same thing with Taylor Swift. Okay.
You can even say Taylor Swift.
And what is a sellout too, bro? You feel me? Like Michael Jackson didn't sell out in stadiums no more because it wasn't enough people. He had to do his shit outside, so everybody had a chance to see him. Bruh. This is real life. This is real life.
Man.
Real life.
Stadium. First of all,
I wish I could make it up, but I can't.
First of all the stadiums that Michael Jackson sold out have probably been redone. Stadiums are bigger now. There's more seats available.
Not only that, Michael Jackson was before he passed away on his This Is It or This Is 50 tour, or whatever we call it. That was going to be a worldwide phenomenon. He wasn't going to just be going around in Atlanta to Cali to New York to Ohio. He was going to be going to America, to New Zealand, to China, to Australia.
Bruh.
That's his touring.
I just don't understand.
He don't do that.
When y'all hear the terms, like I said, nobody has ever done. Y'all, for some reason, insert Michael Jackson. But the term nobody has done it escapes y'all. I don't get that. Like, y'all sit there and overlook when people give y'all stats about nobody ever doing it, but still say Michael Jackson. That I don't get that.
Man, you can plug
that
Michael
makes
Jackson.
No sense to me.
You can plug Michael Jackson in China, bro. Fuck you talking about? That motherfucker.
So is Michael Jackson the biggest selling female in the world? No, he's not. But for some reason, y'all would try to insert Michael Jackson into that conversation.
Well, I mean, there would be no need to insert Michael Jackson because he's not a woman. But if whatever that number is that the biggest set of female is, it ain't Michael Jackson's number. So it ain't got nothing to worry
Okay,
about.
so let me ask you this. So who is doing Beyonce numbers right now?
Taylor Swift
Okay.
Michael Jackson.
and Michael Jackson times 100.
Okay.
And that's right now, today. Michael Jackson's doing Beyonce numbers today.
Okay. And
he ain't put out no music in 30 years.
I'm sure that has nothing to do with the fact that they continue to promote him since his death. I'm sure his death has nothing to do with it. I'm sure his death has nothing to do with it, right?
And they continue to buy it. So why not?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me ask you a
He
question.
would have been doing this dead or alive, bro.
I want to know. So how come y'all consider with all of today's artists, y'all consider every fucking thing when it comes, like how they try to put these bots and Drake inflated numbers and all that shit? I got a question. So with a man who died in 2009 and he still marketed the way that he is, he has no control over his music royalties or none of that shit, but they're still pumping out his music. I don't understand why y'all think they can do that shit to every other artist in the world, but not Michael Jackson.
Because the reason why it's not true is because your son or your kids who have no imagination of who the fuck Michael Jackson is know Michael Jackson songs.
Yeah.
Why? How? How great he was, bro.
Michael Jackson he's timeless, bro.
That's how great he was, bro. Because whenever they turn on their tablets and their phones, and when they turn on their Instagram shit, guess who's still being pumped and showed and music being played in their background on videos and shit? Michael Jackson. So that's how they know who he is.
Yep.
Who is this dude that keep on? You know what I'm saying? I bet you your son will know who James Brown is, though.
I guarantee you my son don't know James Brown.
He know who Michael Jackson is, though. That's my point. That's my point. Okay. My whole point right there. You just made my whole point for me, bro.
So let me ask you this. So would you say that Beyonce or Taylor Swift is the biggest artist of their time? Yes or no?
Them two females, yeah, for sure. Maybe I would see Lady Gaga was in that direction and then she kind of fell off. So nah.
Okay. So
she was headed, Lady Gaga was headed to treacherous waters too, but she kind of died, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, so y'all
but to answer your question, it's Taylor and Beyonce for sure.
Okay, so to back to the question. So y'all are saying that Michael Jackson was more influential to Black people.
For sure, and more influential to the world. Period, and people. Yeah. Period. It's not even close. But go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would y'all say? Give me the specific. Because I named Mike's shoes, his clothes, his swag. What is it that y'all felt like Black people wanted to be like with Michael Jackson? I get the dancing, but
no. See that you're not gonna just try and sweep under the rug dancing. So you won't to make it say we don't have nothing else to say besides dance.
I said I get the dancing.
That is one of the main trifectas.
Oh
is the
my!
dancing,
So y'all, so you're telling me you think that because of the way he danced, that was a bigger impact on Black people?
Yes.
So fuck the fact that we go out, we spend our money. We spend our money on your shit to dress and look like you, but because I want to dance like this person, he's more influential.
No one's dressing and trying to look like Michael Jackson. They just wore his shoes. Again, so people was going out. And guess who's being played?
That is a lie. That is a lie.
They're dancing to his
daddy
music.
told me that
Ain't nobody
his
trying to wear
entire
that wrinkled
bro,
ass
my
clothes,
daddy
bro.
said his entire fraternity got the fucking hoop earring off of Michael Jordan. And I know that shit is not a lie because I forgot the name of the shit, but that whole fraternity made hoop earrings a thing off of Michael Jordan. That's not impact.
So the moonwalk, right? We got the moonwalk. Niggas want to wear the glove. Niggas want to wear the glove.
Everybody couldn't do the moonwalk.
Everybody's doing exactly.
Michael
We all
changed
tried
the
it
way
though.
people
We all
dance.
tried it though. We all tried
He
it though.
changed the way people dance. He influenced the way a lot of people even dress.
Absolutely, bro.
Like who dressed like Michael Jackson outside of costume party?
You said who dresses like Michael Jackson or is influenced by that style of dress? We can go Beyonce. We can go definitely Lady Gaga. Like I said, and he was a fan of Lady Gaga. She was trying to be on This Is It. He was a huge fan of her.
I'm not talking about shows. I'm not talking about shows. I'm talking about in everyday life. Niggas was trying to dress like Michael
Jackson. I'm seeing it now. You know?
Who besides impersonators?
I'm seeing kids watching the TV, and one kid was so happy that he got a Michael Jackson jacket, and he's wearing that dancing. Yeah, the influence is crazy, bro. Like, not to mention the barriers he broke for Black people.
Man, dude, don't even get into all that, bro. Like, man,
please get into it because please get into all of that because y'all saying everybody want to do the moonwalk. That's not impacting.
How's it not impacting, bro? And that's what it's hard to even can talk to you sometimes with this Michael because you really trying to make it seem like Michael Jackson didn't do nothing. Like for real, it's crazy. It's crazy how he's talking, bro.
No.
His son know who Michael Jackson is, but Michael Jackson didn't do nothing. Come on, bro.
My son know who Michael.
Like 9, 10 years old, man.
My son know who Michael Jordan is too. Like that's not a good point. Y'all make the argument.
That's definitely a good point because Michael Jackson hasn't put out music in 30, 40 years. Michael Jordan is still in the basketball world. He's coaching. He's all over the world. He still shows up playing basketball all the time. What are you talking about? He stopped playing ball in 2003, 2004, but he's still like coach. You saw him. You don't see Michael Jackson. You ain't seen him anyway because he's been dead. He's been dead longer than your son been around. What are you talking about? That's not true.
Okay,
that's not true.
Michael Jordan been out of the mainstream public eye for years.
That's not true, bro. He owned the Charlotte Bobcats, bro. That's not true, bro. You're gonna see Michael Jackson. You was going to see or hear about Michael Jordan. ESPN, all they talk about is who? LeBron and Michael Jordan. So what are you talking about? That's all they talk about. You making my
case for me. You making my case for me. Michael Jordan just also won a NASCAR championship. So again, y'all keep telling me Michael Jackson, he died in 2009, and that's cool. But Michael Jordan still alive and active.
This man been dead 17 years, and your son know who he is, bro.
His name didn't die when he died.
Come on, man. Come on, Kent.
No, that's the truth. Y'all act like, okay, Michael Jackson died. His name didn't die. They've been trying to make movies about him since he died.
No, man.
Right or wrong? Did they not just in 2026 release another Michael Jackson movie?
Yeah, did your son go see that movie? No, he didn't. So I'm saying, nowhere he even trying to go see the movie. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Because of the big influence of what the media and how they portray him. Same thing with Michael Jordan. At this point, no one has to as far as if you're in the basketball in ESPN, no one has to kind of know who Michael Jordan is because eventually you're going to turn on ESPN. They're going to show the LeBron versus Jordan highlight thing or debate talk. So that's going to try to get you to figure out who the fuck this dude is.
Any store you name, there's going to be somebody with a red Michael Jordan logo on their shoes.
And that's furthermore for my point too. So what logos does Michael Jackson have?
That's my point.
hold on. So you're making my point on why he's more greater. So what logos does Michael Jackson have? None. What shoes does Michael Jackson have? None. What clothing line does Michael Jackson have?
He has his glove. He has his
That's not a clothing line. That's not a
his
clothing
famous
line.
red
That's not a
jacket.
clothing line.
Like,
Again, that's not a clothing line. It's not everything you name. It's not called. Those are individual things that people try to imitate and mimic. He doesn't have a clothing line, so he don't have any brand shit. He don't have no Michael Jackson shit. And for whatever reason, he still sells 6 billion streams every goddamn day.
was the
Man,
moonwalk
bro,
not
like,
was the
man, do you
moonwalk
not
not
hear
his
what
shit?
do you hear what I'm not saying, man? Do you not hear me right now? Do you not hear what
I
I'm
hear it,
saying? He ain't
and
got
Michael's
no
been
brand
charting on
name
Billboard
shit.
like his entire life. Like he's never left Billboard, bro. He's never left.
I ain't
Like
seen a
ever.
Michael Jackson billboard in 25 years, 20. I don't know if I ever seen one. You feel me?
No,
What
I'm
you
saying
talking
like
about?
he's never left the charts at all.
Okay,
Come on,
so
bro.
y'all,
Like,
okay,
bro, like,
no. So
this is
what y'all
crazy.
just said,
I'm talking about
is, well,
Michael Jackson ain't
what you
got
just
no
said,
brand. Michael Jackson ain't got no branding, bro. Where's his brand?
okay.
What
So look,
clothing line? Where's his shoe line?
so
Where's
Michael
anything that says
Jackson,
Michael Jackson brand? He
so
ain't
Michael
got it.
Jackson is he's still reselling them same ass songs, right? Okay, now how many people have been murdered for the same exact shoes that come out damn near every single year? And
What point are you making? What point are you making?
literally still to this day, will go stand in line for hours to get those same shoes that if you kept them hoes clean, they came out 4 years ago, you could wear them.
There's a lot of people who don't buy Jordans though, bro. That's like the Jordan thing is getting kind of old at this point. But you're still not making no point though. What I said is Michael Jackson doesn't have all these so-called brands and clothings and all the whatever shit. He don't have that, bro.
Bro,
And,
yes he
and
did, bro.
and he steals 6 billion streams every day.
Bro,
What we talking about?
Michael Jackson had
What we talking about?
bro, he didn't have a clothing brand, you're right. But Michael Jackson has so much signature shit that's just his.
He's not on no video games. He's not on no video games.
Actually, no, he is. He is.
What video game?
He's,
what video?
he's,
you talking about
he's
the dance,
on
the dance,
hold
the
on, hold on.
dancing shit, the dancing shit, the dance shit.
No, he was also hold on. He was on. He had his own called Moonwalker. He was on a Wii dancing game. They had the Michael Jackson experience. They also had he was in a Ready to Rumble years ago and contributed his own voice to Ready to Rumble. So he was on video games too.
And he was
not
on
to
the
mention,
cover of everything.
And not to mention, he contributed to a lot of Sega music games too. A lot of people don't know that.
Bro,
I didn't know that one.
This why I said this why I said y'all not making good points, because like Mav touched on it when he said the things that he did for black people. Mike made a lot of songs. Like I see what y'all said. Michael Jordan didn't really speak up for his people. Michael Jackson made plenty of songs where he was targeting black people and injustices against black people. I get that portion of it.
Not only that, bro, like he broke barriers. MTV, you wouldn't hear MTV raps. You wouldn't hear a lot of black people on MTV doing music videos had he not broken that barrier. He specifically set out to break that barrier. So he made the crossover for black people to be able to be played on MTV. Not only that, he's very influential in business. He was the most powerful man just about in the world, on almost half the industry, if not half the industry.
Okay.
And when he got all the when he got all the publishing, when he got everybody's publishing, when he owned half the industry, he gave a lot of people their publishing back, namely Little Richard, because of the influence that Little Richard had on black culture. And a lot of, or not even on black culture, it wasn't on black culture, just on black culture. It was like period music culture. A lot of people came off of Little Richard, including the Beatles, including Jimi Hendrix, there's a lot of people that came up off of him. So he gave it, gave them their publishing back. Sly and the Family Stone gave their publishing back. He's very influential in business, not only just in dance or in music and business. He's very influential. He was a humanitarian. He gave the most money out of just about any celebrity while he was alive to help children, just to help people. He was a humanitarian. So I'm like, yeah, the influence is wild, bro. Like a lot. Once you do your research, you'll understand why we're saying what we say. His
And
influence is
then and then
crazy.
and
And the
then
good that he
he
did
was
is
one of the first ones. He was one of the first ones to start talking about cleaning the earth up, Earth Song and all that stuff like that.
yep,
Like the whole keeping the earth healthy and you know what I'm saying protecting trees and all that. He did all man, it's not even close.
yeah.
Get out of here.
And look, I'm gonna tell you something that I was telling Matt the other day. Like people, to me, people underestimated the impact that Michael Jordan was trying to have, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because, like I told Mav, Michael Jordan was the classic black man in America at that time, right? This is what I mean when I say that. And I know people not gonna consider this as a influence, but it 100% was because, like I told Mav, back then the black man they felt like to get along in this country, you had to what was it? You put your head down, do your job, don't rock the boat, go home, and do whatever you do when you get home. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That was Michael Jordan. Like people say that he didn't speak up for black people, but all that shit. I don't care what nobody say, bro. All that shit was the black man back then. They went to work. There was no direct eye contact. It was always put your head down, do what you know what I'm saying. Do what your boss says. Do go on about your day. That's exactly what Michael Jordan did, bro, throughout his career. And that, to me, that's the reason why so many MJ fans will not let nobody get away with saying somebody was better than Michael Jordan. Because that's why I said impact, bro. Like it to me is bigger than people wanting to dress like you. It's people you doing things that people feel like that they can achieve. Prime example. The reason why Steph Curry is so globally loved is because they look at him as he's not too tall, he's not too fast, he can't jump out of the gym, but he can dominate the NBA. He's relatable. I think to me, only reason why I'm saying Michael Jordan is because Michael Jordan was more relatable to the actual black man back then. I mean, like when I say back then, I mean both of them in their primes being late 80s, 90s. And if we being real, I mean Michael Jackson spent majority of that time looking closer to a white woman, right or wrong.
That's because he has
You said
alopecia, bro. Come
Michael
on, man.
Jackson
Stop.
was what? Say it again.
I said he spent majority of the time where him and Michael Jordan would they would be in the same area or same. He spent majority of their time resembling a white woman.
Michael Jordan and Jackson.
Michael
No,
Michael
no,
Jackson. He
Michael Jackson.
did when his
Oh,
skin
Michael
became.
Jackson.
Yes, that's why
But
I said
that's
Michael.
because
I was saying Michael Jordan is
but I'm
more
not mistaken.
relatable.
So
He
I
had
guess we're
alopecia. He had
gonna.
alopecia
I
though.
guess we
He
can
had
just
alopecia though.
gloss over, huh?
And then he actually had alopecia though. That wasn't he didn't do that on purpose. He had
No, no,
alopecia.
no. He had um. First of all, he had vitiligo for the skin, and this has
Yeah,
been
yeah,
proven.
yes. I
Oh,
keep saying alopecia. That starts to
yeah,
vitiligo. Yeah,
vitiligo for his
yeah,
skin. So there was a whole reason for it as to why he
yeah.
had to even out his skin. Which I've been actually looking more and more into this history about the vitiligo, and you can see it like when the Thriller era hit is when it got bad, and you can kind of
Hmm.
see it in his skin. So that's why like he did stuff to even out his skin tone because it was blotchy. And I was like, man, and even his security guards would say when he's on stage, he would sweat off the makeup and you're gonna see the blotches on his skin. So he had to do something to even it out. Far as his hair, after that Pepsi commercial, all he could do was really wear wigs because he's gonna have a huge bald spot on the top of his head. And really, if you think about it, Michael's long hair made sense. If Afro Michael were to straighten his hair would have been just as long. So the wigs he wore made sense. Not to
Right, and then
mention, then
don't even get me started with the he was one of the first ones to do he made the Jerry curl shit cool as hell to rock. Curtis
he
Blow
did.
was rocking that shit. Curtis Blow was rocking that shit. Man, come on, dude, like, come on, bro. Like what?
Uh-huh.
We ain't even get started
Bruh,
when Michael
that's the
Jackson
reason
started,
why
bro.
I said, bruh, that's the reason why I said, to me, I think because of Michael Jackson spending that time, I mean, and I get it, the vitiligo, but the makeup, the, bruh, I cannot tell you how many older black men have expressed that they thought Michael Jackson was gay. Him and Prince.
Okay.
And you telling me that's
Okay.
the first? You telling me that's the first time y'all have heard that? No, it's not. So
Does he have children?
if
Does he have children?
who, Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
You really think them kids his?
So he don't have children. Okay.
Bro,
All right.
then, bro, Michael, then
Yeah,
they might be his kids by adoption, but bro,
I ain't even getting all that.
them is white
See,
kids. Them is white
I mean,
kids.
no matter how you feel about it, they're still his kids. Like
them is
that
real
doesn't make
kids,
any
bro. Them is
like
real kids, bro. That's
Man,
crazy. It's
Michael
crazy.
Jackson at birth was a dark-skinned black man with a big nose, with nappy hair. Them kids don't even look mixed, bro.
one
Those
of
are
them kind
white
of does, but
kids.
I mean, like I said, for me, nonetheless, those are his kids. I don't care whether the DNA test proves yes, no, those are his kids. The man wasn't gay, and a lot of people says this. They're like he wasn't gay at all. They're like even his brother Tito says this. His brother he was like people think Michael's gay. He's like he wasn't gay. He's like leave him around your wife or your girlfriend for a night. You'll see. I was like,
But
Man,
man,
see
we
what?
that
know
Man,
the
I'm talking
truth.
Michael
but that
Jackson
what you saying is that's my point, bro. Like I know we all were raised around men who were in their 30s or whatever back in the early 90s and shit like that. And I'm telling y'all, bro. Okay, now I don't know. I get it. Y'all,
Okay, I get it, but you hate
I get
Michael
it, bro.
Jackson and we don't. I got you.
Who hate, bruh? I'm a realist. Y'all feel like y'all are. I'm be real.
Go ahead.
Y'all are sitting here acting like that. Y'all didn't grow up in the same 90s I grew up in. Like, when y'all sit here and act like when a motherfuckers when there's people around you saying that somebody is gay, especially in the 90s, like that's gonna turn people away from you, bruh. Like me personally, that's why I said Michael, to me, the reason why I say Michael Jordan is the answer to that question, in my opinion, is because Mike resembled what a black man wanted to be back then. There was not a black man that aspired to be what Michael Jackson was outside of his music career.
Oh my God, Ken,
I
bro,
just said
Ken, bro,
outside of his
bro,
music career,
bro,
bro.
Ken, bro, man, that was crazy.
Mav,
That was crazy, man.
Mav. So
That
you
was
tell it, Mav,
crazy.
with you being a music artist,
Was nobody trying to be Mike?
uh-huh.
Mav, with you being a music artist, outside of Michael Jackson's music success, you telling me you looked at something he was doing and wanted to be like that?
Yeah.
What?
Come
Oh
on,
yeah.
like come on,
Yeah.
man, like come on.
Yeah, man. Like the businessman that he was. Oh yeah.
Okay,
The
I get
humanitarian
the
that he
business.
was. Yeah.
I get the
Like
business. I get you.
even now the new stuff that I'm finding out. Like I didn't know he was such a great artist. I wish I was like that. His humanitarianism
Artists, as
to
far
me,
as
like
like
him,
painting.
how he loved human beings. Yeah, like it wasn't just all about being the quintessential, man, like that. Like I said, yeah, it was, but at the same time, there's other qualities that people looked at for
Hmm.
for Michael. You know, there's other qualities that they looked at. Like I said, he was one of the biggest humanitarians ever. I aspire to be something of that sort. You know,
Man,
like
I'm.
Kenzie,
Go.
man. Come on, man.
I
Come on,
think,
man. Come on, Kenzie, bro.
I
Like,
think
what did I just hear?
y'all are thinking with 2026 minds because all I know is back then the world was not as accepting. The world wasn't as forgiving to certain shit. That's why I say,
and that might
like
be
back.
true to a degree. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I understand 100% people saying that it's Michael Jordan if you lived in that era. You see what I'm saying? Like that, like right now, your kid coming to school dressed as Michael Jackson or dressed as Prince, they probably wouldn't say a fucking word about that, right or wrong.
hmm
Whereas if you do that exact same thing when those two were in the prime of their careers, they fuck around, especially with corporal punishment, you fuck around, get a paddling in school.
That's
If
not
you came
true,
to
bro.
school
That's
dressed
not
as Michael
true
I
either,
Jackson,
don't
bro.
think that's true.
That's not true either, bro. Because when he was,
man,
then why was Michael Jackson Prince so phenomenal in? They were dressing weird.
Yeah,
Then
because of their
what you talking about?
music.
And this whole thing about they wasn't dressing weird back then. They was wearing that bullshit back then, fishnet shirts and all. They was doing all that back then. Look at some of them '90s movies that we love. Look at how they dress. Crazy.
They, bro, that weird ass shit was not coming from Michael Jackson. That shit was coming from everybody. That was the era. Big hair, big hoop earrings, all of that bullshit. That wasn't
So
Michael
you act
Jackson.
you act like Lenny Kravitz wasn't around. They was wearing weird shit too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like this they was been doing it.
and
This ain't new.
mostly back in the day, bro, people wearing Jordans and jerseys. They weren't dressing like Mike the Man, like outside of the court. Like, yeah, he did present himself like that, and there's people who were influenced by that. But when I went to school, everybody wanted to cut the 23 into their head. It was bringing basketball. They're wearing Jordans, the jersey. You were cool if you had the jersey. You were cool if you had the Jordans. Like
Just
that's
his.
what it was for him.
I'm glad you said that. Just alone the number 23. The number 23 changed basketball across the nation.
Okay,
Everybody
and one
knows.
glove
Every
changed dance across the world. Like
One
one
glove,
glove,
homie. Come on.
a glove, a
one
glove.
moonwalk on Motown 25 changed everything.
One changed the entire world, homie.
Yeah,
You feel me?
changed the
It changed.
industry. That man changed the industry and changed
It
the
was
world.
crazy, bro.
Like,
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's
Bro,
crazy.
I'm sorry,
like I
to
said, I'm
Michael
me,
not
Jackson
saying
is
Jordan didn't change. He didn't. Jordan did probably the most out of anybody for basketball. I'll say that most
yeah,
definitely. Like
for
I said, he had
basketball.
his part
I
in
agree.
changing basketball, I mean, and there's a part of the world that loves that, but not everybody in the world was like that. You know,
you're
Not
right.
at
You're
all.
right.
like
That's why I said, when y'all made it a world conversation. I was talking about strictly black people. And
Well, how,
I don't know.
there's no way you can just dumb down Michael Jackson to black people, bro.
you
You just
can't.
can't.
Yeah, like it's all like you can give him a part, you can give him a big chunk of it, but you can't just dumb him down
Bro,
to
it's
black people.
not
He was
dumb.
influential across the world.
It's not dumbing down if we're talking about black culture and black impact. It's not dumbing it down if we focus on your black people impact.
I'm not
Okay, and
saying I didn't
so
mean dumb down, but like we can't just scale it. Was what I meant. It was
it's
just the
it's
black
it's
people
it's
with him.
it's dumbed down. That's the correct word, bro. You good, bro. Don't worry. That's what
How
Kansas is
is it
doing.
how
But
please
what I'm saying,
explain
Kansas,
how if you say who had the bigger impact on black culture, how is
and it's
that
Michael
dumbing it
Jackson,
down?
and it's Michael Jackson.
When I
But
because
you,
your black culture is a small part of world culture.
correct.
It's a small. I mean, right now it's probably one of the biggest influences. But again, there's other cultures in this world. It's not just black culture. Like we seem to live in a whole thing because black culture is leading right now and hip hop culture has taken over. We seem to think that this is the only thing that exists. No, there's other cultures that exist, and Michael Jackson tapped into all of them. Like other people exist
they still trying to do the Michael Jackson Thriller
to
dance to
this
this day.
day.
When them zombies came out, to them zombies, man, dude, come
Everybody
on,
tries to do the beat it
Dude,
dance.
Michael
It's so like them dance routines are insanely
Hey,
known, bro. You know, again, not to say that Michael Jordan wasn't influential. He was. Like some of the stuff that Michael Jordan could do was unreal. I'll say that, but he wasn't a Michael Jackson. He didn't have he didn't have the same
right,
influence.
because and Michael Jackson's more relatable because but you can't no one can be no one not everybody's gonna have a 40-inch vertical, bro. But you know what? Some of the songs that he was talking about, Earth songs, Me Against the
Yep.
World, and all that. Those are Remember the Time. Those are very songs you get. All of us can
Relate to
make sense
Dirty
with and make
Diana. Who
relatable
can't
to
relate
it.
to Dirty Diana? If you know, like even women, like some women in general, who can't relate to stuff like that?
Like be for
Who can't
real.
relate to Beat It? You know, like who
Like come
like
on,
we can
like,
relate to all the who
it's not
can't.
close.
And
It's just not
come on,
close.
who can't relate to Billie Jean? Billie Jean is like people's anthem to this day and age. But the kid is not
It's
my
just not.
son.
It's
Come
just
on,
not
baby
close.
mama drama. Yes, come on, bro.
Bro,
It's just
you
not
know that
close.
Billie
It's
Jean
not
was
close.
made for a stalker, right?
Doesn't matter. What he said was still correct though.
Like it's still. He
Man,
said Billie Jean was. He alluded to Billie Jean being written off of like a lot of what his brothers went through. It's baby mama drama. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who says I'm the one. But the kid isn't my son, meaning he slept with her. She's not my lover. I just slept with her. I don't love the girl. I slept with her. And she's saying that I'm the baby father. And I don't think I am. That's a typical story for anybody.
Man, dude, it's not close, bro. It's just not close. It's not close. It's not close.
okay,
It's not close.
okay.
It's
You
just
say
not
it's
close.
not. You say it's not close, but I can get on a modern day app in 2026, and I can look at Big Cornstalk sit on the stage and discuss whatever topic on his podcast while
Yeah.
wearing Michael Jordan tennis shoes. I won't see you in a glitter glove though. I will not look. I can't find Corn nowhere on the internet in a glitter glove or trying to do the moonwalk or doing a Thriller dance. But I can find plenty of pictures, plenty of videos. I'm sure you fuck around. You've probably done your job wearing Michael Jordans, right or wrong.
I've not done my job with Michael Jordan, but I know what you're saying though. So just because I'm not wearing the glitter, not because I'm not wearing the glove or I'm not moonwalking, that don't mean he's not Michael Jordan influence me. Come on, that
Yeah.
don't make sense.
That's exactly what it means.
No, it
Bro, I
doesn't.
didn't say he didn't influence you. I didn't say he didn't influence you, but okay, let me ask you this. True or false? True or false?
You do
not?
know that there's people who buy Jordan that don't know how cool Jordan is. They just like the way his shoes look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like his shoes look dope. And that's why.
I don't think
It has
that's
nothing to do
true.
with
I don't think
that's very
I don't
true.
agree
That's
with
very
that.
true. That's
I
very
don't think
true.
people
Jordans
buy
aren't
Michael
even
Jordans
worn to
and
play
don't know who he
basketball
is.
in. Like people like damn near clown you for wearing your Jordans playing basketball these days.
That's because they hurt your feet. But
No.
that's just the
No.
retros. If you get the Team Jordans, your feet will be fine. I've hooped in Team Jordans. Everybody know that's the reason why they call Team Jordans. The basketball team will have those shoes on. Yes. Okay. If y'all okay, I'll say this, bro. Y'all got it. I personally feel like Michael Jordan was a bigger impact on the culture, but I mean,
And
if y'all
then
say
and
so.
then and then and then on top of that, how many times do you hear the culture say that Michael Jordan wasn't shit anyway? Tore for us all the time.
Bro,
You
they
don't
do
never hear
that.
them folks-
They do that about everybody, bro. Everybody.
When
They're
have they
the
said?
same.
Don't
Bro,
no. See,
people still
see
come
now
on now.
now you're trying to
People
down
still.
somebody that says the truth.
That's not the truth, bro. People still bring up to this day the fact that Michael Jackson had these little kids sleeping in his room. They try to call him a pedo, bro. Like, cut it out. I never heard no shit like that about Michael Jordan. Honestly, the only thing you hear about Michael Jordan is that he's an asshole.
And he doesn't fuck with black folks
They
like
try
that.
they try to say he invested in prisons
That's
or
definitely what they say every time. But that the prison thing was the biggest lie ever. But
it is. It's a lie.
But the fact that he doesn't
but
mess with
also
black
that
people
also
like
hold
that
on.
says that a chameleon that even
But
like
that also
alluded to it one time too.
that also
But that's not
that
true though. That's not true.
that also alludes to how many people believed that prison thing for so long. Do you know why they believed it? Because they felt like Michael Jordan don't fuck with black folks, and they don't.
And you're saying that's not
Bruh,
true? Okay,
that's
the pedophile thing isn't true because and Michael Jackson has been proven innocent since then. So you could say the same thing. It's not true.
Bro.
Yeah,
But this is my thing.
But Michael Jackson has admitted to laying in the bed with kids. Like that's came out his own mouth though. You know what I'm saying? But I know what you're talking about though, man. But what I'm saying is for people to believe that Michael Jordan was in this prison stuff, it's because they in their hearts believe that he wasn't shit for us. And he wasn't.
You know why they think that? I'm glad you said that, Corn. Bro, Michael Jordan was exactly what this generation tries to act like they are. When Michael,
talking about black activists and all that shit.
No. This is what I mean. You know how these days a person they'll say, I'm a stand up guy. I don't move when people tell me to move. I don't this. I don't that. That's who Michael Jackson was. Black people wanted Michael Jordan to speak up on whatever issues were going on at that time. But
yeah, right.
I 100. This is what I believe. If I got famous and people wanted me to speak up on shit that I didn't care about or I don't agree with, that's another thing. Or I don't believe in, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, I got you.
I'm not gonna do it.
But you also need to understand that what's gonna come with that too, though.
And that's, bro. If people want
because black folks are gonna feel like damn, we supporting you, buying your clothes, buying your jewelry, buying this, doing that. But when some BS happen to us, you want to say, "Oh, I don't know about that. I didn't see it."
No,
okay, I got
no.
you.
I'm gonna tell you, bro. LeBron James proves what the stance that Michael Jordan took. LeBron proves that shit to be the correct stance every time he speak up against some shit. And I'm gonna tell you why. When LeBron James makes a stance or says something or speaks up on something, those same black people,
fake. I got
you. The same black people who champion LeBron for at least saying something, they'll be the same ones who come out and publicly make fun of him the next time a game-winning shot don't go in.
Well, basketball and politics / racial shit are two different things. So yes,
it's not.
Two things
it's
can be
not.
true. Yes, it is, bro.
Think about it. When LeBron, when he organized the little, everybody was wearing those T-shirts, right?
That was a racial issue. He was using his platform.
That was a racial issue, right?
He was using his platform, which is the NBA, to promote racial blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how.
No. And I'm glad you said that. So even though LeBron did all that work for black people, right? Was it not mostly black people who had something to say about him getting his son into the NBA?
Okay, yes, and
is nepotism not a world issue?
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I mean. So that's what I mean.
What I'm saying.
Go ahead. My bad.
You have people. You're gonna have people who don't like it, but then there's also a boatload of people saying, "Shit, I'd have done that for my son too if I had the power." Right. There's a lot of people saying that. So you have mixed feelings. But as far as when you say hitting a shot, people make fun of him. That I don't know how that relates with because he speaks up for activism or whatever.
Because
that don't relate. Him missing a shot doesn't mean that he just missed a shot or whatever.
I mean,
that don't make no sense.
What I mean is, the only reason I say that is because, okay, if I'm okay, say I'm Michael Jordan and I do whatever I got to do to speak up for whatever issue is going on, right? And then you have Jody Blody in buttfuck Kansas who says, "Man, good job, LeBron, for speaking up against this is right, this is right." But then later that day, that same kid who was championing you, you miss a game-winning shot. Now you back to a stupid nigga. Shut up and dribble. Remember that? Remember that was popular. Shut up and dribble.
Mm-hmm. That was a white lady who made that though.
Because bruh. Because that's how these motherfuckers feel when you speak up. Because you're a basketball player, they feel like you should shut up and dribble. Meaning they don't take your opinion seriously. And that's what Michael Jordan was trying to tell these people. Like, speaking up don't matter. Action matters.
Okay, so tell me what action is Jordan done. I can tell you what action LeBron has done.
Like,
he built a school in his own neighborhood for black people.
That school is not for black people, bro.
Who is it for then?
Bro, that school is built for third graders. It's I think it's like only one grade, and it's to get them scholarships to go here and there, bro. That shit is not for. It's not only black students in that school.
Bro, that school is 90% black folks, bro. Stop talking to me about there's 5 white folks. That school is a 90% black school, bro. Like, stop playing. That's like telling me that TSU is not just for white. We know that, bro. You feel me? But it's a 95% school for black folks, bro. You feel me?
But think of a world where they would let LeBron James get away with building something that's only for black people. But they would crucify him.
He essentially did that though. That's go look at the kids in the school. It's black folk. It's not no. I'm trying to tell you what's going on.
Bro, that's not a black school. Like, plain as day. If you go on the website, it's a Chinese. I'm looking at the website now. It's a Chinese girl, an Asian kid, 2 black kids, and a white girl. That's on the cover of the website, bro.
I mean, all that looks good, but I mean, on the cover, TSU was white people, but we know who's there. TF 049.
Okay. Well, I y'all got that conversation. Last question. It's a relationship question, right? To end this pod, bro. Are we still keeping track of what number pod is this? Do you know?
51.
Okay. To end episode 51 with this topic. Whichever one of y'all can go first, y'all can go first. Do y'all feel it's a 2-parter? Why and why not? Do y'all feel that women can accept the same criticism that they dish out? That's the first part. And then the second part is, based off your answer, do you feel like this country is ready for a woman president?
Hey, you got to lift this up. Shit.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, what you say?
Go ahead, Corn.
Hold on.
I'll say this. I definitely don't think women can take the same honesty and criticism that they dish out.
Oh no.
Like, and I'm not saying that on no masculinity type shit. I know that at any level in a boy turning into a man's life, right? The type of honesty that males are subjected to, it's no way I think a female could take that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. As a teenager, right? Like, with me being a high school football coach, I'll say this. I've never lied. I've never lied to one of my players when it comes to their potential.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And some of the things that I've had to tell my players, I honestly, I don't think that I could be that honest with a female student. Like, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I recently had to tell a kid,
Mm-hmm.
you have to face you. I recently had to tell a kid, listen, man, this season, could possibly be the last time you play football in your entire life. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And like, for some kids, that's a hard conversation because they've spent their entire life trying to get to the NFL. So when you tell a male student that plays sports, listen, man, but it's crazy. You're saying it in an encouraging way because I was encouraging this kid to ball out this season. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm telling him, man, this is, it could possibly be the last time you play football. You should leave your nuts on the field.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know what's crazy? I got a endless supply of homeboys that had to have that same conversation with coaches. Like, you know how many times a coach has to look a guy in the face and say, listen, man, high school football is your ceiling. Like, that you sometimes you would have to encourage a nigga to either go to college or go get a fucking job. Like, I see so many times where, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. The NFL, you know how people joke and laugh about, y'all been seeing the video that been going around about grown men playing 37U?
Playing what?
You ever heard of 37U, Corn? Have you heard of 37U?
Luther?
Okay, so look, let me explain
Yeah.
what it is. So 37U is,
Hey, I got a call. I got to go.
go ahead, bro.
Yeah. All right, for sure.
Bro.
Yeah. But no, what I was saying is, okay, 37U is, it's basically a it's a rec football team for grown men.
Uh-huh.
Grown men, they still playing football, they still trying to chase that dream of one day getting into the NFL, right? But here's my thing. The NFL is basically 37U. They just get paid more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Tom Brady, 40, 41, 42 when he retired. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, nobody would look at Tom Brady and say, Tom Brady, why are you still playing football at 42?
Uh-huh.
And it's because he's considered the GOAT. He's made hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, and that's why I say, bro, like, you don't have to have those type of conversations with females.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that is like, one, there isn't shit that females can do way past their prime outside of maybe going to a club where you the only old lady in that motherfucker, something like that. Besides sports is what I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't think a female could take the same level of honesty that men are subjected to every day. That's why I think about it. Think about it. The reason why certain females can say shit to certain men that will completely break them down.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? like think about it. If a man says something to a woman that completely breaks her spirit, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? He will be looked at as a bad. He will be looked at for the most part as a bad guy
Yeah.
by his peers. By his peers, you know what I'm saying? Whereas if a if a female says something that breaks a dude down, fuck around, makes him cry, the world will simply tell him to man up.
Mhm.
Well, maybe not these days because they like a lot of people these days champion therapy and shit.
Mhm.
But for the most part, if a female tells you to do something that makes you cry or breaks you down, don't like, bro. Nobody gives a fuck, right or wrong.
True. That can be true. Yeah.
Corn, Corn literally just posted a female. I ain't gonna say her name, where he was posting about how the female she every 6 months she talks about doing something to kill herself or some shit like that,
Uh-huh.
right? But in the same situation, bro. Like if a dude is every 6 months coming out threatening to kill himself, motherfuckers will be like, nigga, do it or shut up. Right or wrong?
Mhm.
I've literally heard Corey Holcomb say that. Now, Corey Holcomb is not the typical black man, you know what I'm saying? He's a famous
Mhm.
comedian, but like but that's for the most part, like you know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants to hear that shit from a man.
Yeah.
Am I off?
Yeah, yeah. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Um, because men are there's a different expectancy from men. Um, I think like men are
Yeah.
taught to like to not cry, to suck it up and um just take it, you know? Like you gotta be a man, you gotta do this.
Yeah.
Um yeah, so I do agree with that.
Yeah. Man, I mean all I know is this, man. With a female, if you like I said, the same level of honesty, like to me, it's like what I get is a female will say she wanna do who he keep it real, he keep it real, he keep it real. But it's like I just don't think now, don't get me wrong, of course there's some. I'm not speaking in absolutes. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? There are some women who you could say to them, "Hey, baby, I don't want anything from you. I don't even really want a conversation. I just want to have sex." Like, there's some women that you could say that to, and she might fuck you. You know what I'm saying? She might
Mhm.
fuck you, but it also, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a woman could say that shit to a man, and a dude will be like, he will be offended, but he'll also feel like a bitch if he doesn't fuck her.
Mhm.
Think about that double standard. If a woman throws herself at a dude and a dude says, "I'm sorry, baby, I got standards." You think if a dude responds to a female, what you think I'm a hoe or something?
Yeah.
Is she is she not going to insinuate in his face that he's gay?
Yeah, that could be, yeah.
Like, how is it not even a possibility? Maybe a dude just is if he's not that interested in you, or you don't. God forbid, every man in the world doesn't want to fuck every woman in the world.
True, true. There's those out there that like are really not even looking like directly for sex like that, you know? Like that
Yeah,
can come a dime a dozen. They're looking for a real like these days, especially these days, been looking for a real connection. Like if not, then
bro. Go ahead. My bad. My bad.
I was
I'm
gonna say
sorry.
if not, then I mean, go about your business. Like you can either, we can
Hmm.
fucking leave or like go about your business. If there's not gonna be a real connection, and even then, like more and more, and I'm kind of one of them to where it's like you want more of a real connection than just like a fucking leave or a hit it and quit it. You know?
Hey, I'm gonna keep it real with you,
Hmm.
bro. The reason me and my girl are here is standing strong today.
Hmm.
I'm gonna keep it real. When I first got with my girl, I had that same mindset that every nigga got. Baby, what's up? I'm trying to fuck. Blah 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 blah
Hmm.
blah. Right? Shit. But the reason why we here today is because I stopped looking to try to fuck all the time and looked for a connection with this
Yep.
person.
Yep.
Then it's like, then she became my friend. Now we can talk about everything. Like she joke all the time because like when I first met my girl, she was super antisocial. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But we got this joke where she says that I unlocked her,
Uh huh.
right? Now it's like she friendly, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like I was like you just said, bro, I was one of them dudes too where I I had to portray because of the people I was around. I had to act like all I cared about is if I could fuck.
Hmm.
I I 100% was looking for a what Usher say? What is it? A homie lover friend.
Yeah.
I was 100% looking for a homie, a lover, and a friend. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And these days, bro, like a nigga can't approach a female and think that she's cute, she's beautiful, but let's see let's see what her mind is like. Let's see where her ambitions are. God forbid a nigga say where you want to be in 5 years, man.
Yeah. 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 They look at you like you're crazy when you ask that kind of question. And I've asked like
Yeah,
bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I've asked like, and even in recent time, I've asked like, I think you throw some women off. Like you be like, so what are your goals? Like, what do you want to do?
yeah.
Like, like I've heard some women be like, I have a college degree and this and that and blah blah, but they're still where they're at. And I'm like, what makes you stay where you're at? Like, there's like, oh, so you don't want to? No, no, I'm not saying. Well, you don't think I'm a check? No, it's not that I'm saying that. I'm saying I want to know more about you than what your pussy is like.
Like
I want to know more
of
about you than.
course, of course I want to fuck you.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm a man. Of course, it's like it's not it has nothing to do with that. I'm like, yes, I'm a man. Of course, it's like naturally as a human and a man, you're like, yeah, you look good. Of course, but really, what I want to know in this era, not even era, in this part of my
What's
life.
up with you, bitch?
Yeah, like what's good? Like what do you want to do with your life? Like I'm the type of person that I want to help further what you're trying to do. You know, if I'm gonna get in a
Mhm.
relationship,
Mhm.
like I'm tired of being in a relationship where it's like I have goals, like I want to do something with my music or I want to do something with business, and you just want to be the girlfriend that's sitting there complaining, or you want to be the girlfriend that ain't got
Yep.
no goals. I'm like, no, I want to know what you're doing. You know, I want to know.
I think there's too many
Go ahead.
I think there's too many passenger princess mind type
Yeah,
bitches.
exactly. Like there's too many. There's too much of the passenger princess and like, you know, and I've had even some like girlfriends or girl like they're almost like in the back of their head they're like, oh, haha, he wants to be a business or haha, he wants to make his music go and it's not gonna go anywhere because blah blah. Well, yeah, with that mindset, it's
Mhm.
not gonna go anywhere.
Mhm.
With that mindset, it's not going to do anything, you know? So I'm like, and I'm not saying grovel at my feet about anything. No, I'm like, okay, you support me, I'll support you, whatever you want to do. I've had people like I've had girlfriends with skills, and I'm like, okay, where do you want to go with this? How can we fund this? Like, what do you need so you can
Mhm.
get started? And I've done all this and like nothing, you know? And it's like I want
Mm-hmm.
somebody who's motivated for that, that can motivate me. Because sometimes I might need the uplifting in what I'm trying to do. You know, be
Mm-hmm.
motivated about something. You know, I want to know what you're doing. Like I want to be able to help. I want to contribute. I want to be able to let's start your business. If you can cook, let's start that business. If you want to be a lawyer, let's see how we can like hustle and get you to do that. You know, like
Yeah,
I
I got you.
want to help you. You know, but go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No. You right, bro. And see, this is my thing, bro, with the passenger princess thing. People, I think they get it confused. Passenger princess is, to me, is supposed to be you get in the car and, you know what I'm saying, you're riding with your dude wherever he going, whatever y'all gotta do, whatever. I think people look at, or some females look at being a passenger princess as, I never drive ever.
Hmm.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I feel like most of the time you're a passenger princess because it's looked at in a special way if you're driving.
Hmm.
Does that make sense? Meaning, your dude is tired one day. Like, it shouldn't, to me, it's like, it's not, it shouldn't always be your dude has to drive
Hmm.
wherever he goes. He gets tired, you hop in the passengers or in the driver's seat. And y'all go however long it takes for him to not be tired, or you know what I'm saying? That's basically another way of having his back.
Hmm.
To me, I think people miss the ride or die chick message and turned it into being a passenger princess.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
And honestly, I'm talking about dudes too. Like, dudes think that this chick is supposed to literally be on your side through everything. But I'm telling y'all now, I'm teaching my daughter the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want my daughter to, if you know this nigga finna go do some stupid shit, yes, you try to talk him out of it. But if he finna do some dumb shit and he insists on going down a dumb road, you let that motherfucker do that shit himself.
Yep. By himself. It's bye. You know, and you don't wait for nobody that's in
Yep.
jail. Like if he's going to jail, especially going to jail for life, like
When a when a when a motherfucker is doing some shit that they know has a high probability of ending up in
yes,
jail.
exactly. Like, and he knows he's about to go do wrong. He knows he's going to take himself away from you, and possibly if you got kids with him, he's going to take himself away from them kids. He didn't give a fuck enough about you to stay his ass out of trouble and stay his ass out of jail. So why should you give him the time of day to stay if he didn't care enough about you to stay out? You know? And I
Yep.
speak this because I have a family member. You know, I won't speak too much in the situation, but he's in jail. I know other. I've had friends that are like that. I know other people that are like that. They didn't think about somebody enough to stay keep their ass out of trouble. And I'm just like, I don't condone
Bro,
that shit.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. Like, there was a point in my life, and this is a 100% true
Hmm.
story, bro. I say around 2010, I had no, not 2010, maybe a little later. I say maybe like 2012ish, right? So I had a situation where I gave a guy a
Hmm.
ride, right? Now, I was giving him a ride because, if I'm being honest, he was putting me on because, I ain't gonna lie. At that point in my life, I was having trouble getting a job. And at that point, bro, if I'm being honest, I 100% made up my mind I was about to sell dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was at that point in my life, bro, I was fed up with trying to get a job. I was fed up with being broke. I was like, no, I'm about to do something. So I'm with this guy because I'm about to try to start my dope selling career,
Yeah.
right? So long story short, something happens where I got pulled over. At the time, I didn't have a valid license, and at the time, you could be arrested for driving without a license, right? Laws are much more lenient these days. But back then, so when I didn't have a license, the guy pulled me over, ran my shit, took me to jail, right? I only had to do like a night in jail, but whatever. Anyway, so took me to jail. I get home. I tell my girl what I had gone through. She tells me from the jump. She was like, that was nothing but God, because she was like, I'm telling you now, had you started your dope dealing career, you lost me. And I was like, what you mean? She said, because she told me from the jump, she was not finna sit through a prison sentence with me. And honestly, I respected it.
Yeah.
And to be real, that kind of steered me in the right direction. Because if I'm being real, you call me, dudes can call me pussy whip, you can call me whatever you want to call me. But the thought of losing my woman, the mother of my kids, to something that I knew could end me up with death or jail, it wasn't worth it to me. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm telling I would tell any female, I don't care who child you is, if you know your dude is doing some shit that's going to take him away from you for an extended period of time, I don't give a damn if you still wanna make this thing work, because there's a lot of people who were once drug dealers and they turn their shit around. So, hey, by all means, if you feel like you can change this nigga, by all means, do you. But it just, I would just say, man, like that Bonnie and Clyde ride or die shit, that shit it's not dead, but it to me, it should be reserved for somebody special. Like you can't be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 niggas ride or die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You're right.
Like there's 100%. There is so many women out here right now who have been 4 or 5 niggas Barney to their Clyde.
Yeah.
And it's just like, bitch. I'm sorry, not bitch. Girl, what are you thinking? Am I off in it?
No, I get you. I get what you're saying.
But that's my take on to some of today's societal norms. I don't understand that mentality, bro. I really don't.
Yeah.
And one more thing before I let y'all go, bro. I really want to say this. Like, I know people might think because of how I've been on it, but I really am a Michael Jackson fan. But if I'm being real, I have fatigue on a lot of shit. I have Michael Jackson fatigue. I have Tupac fatigue. Um, I definitely uh I have fatigue on a bunch of shit. But I don't know, man. I just see me, nobody is above critique for me. So that's the reason why I can come in and I can say I don't believe all those was real fates at those shows. I'm being real. I just like you. I seen a bitch. I'm sorry. I seen a woman fake on top of somebody. Like you faint, you faint, and y'all stack up. Like I don't know if the shit was true, but they said they used to just when people would faint at his shows, they would just move them to the side, and then you would just lay there until you recover from fainting. Like what? But what else?
That's your opinion. That's your opinion. I can't say anything. You know, that's your opinion. I like I said, when there's video evidence of this stuff, and people are corroborating this stuff, like you can't argue with evidence, and you can't argue with facts. I get what you
Mhm.
said. I'm not saying he's like 100% above critique. There's some things that he done that I probably wouldn't have done. There's some things that he's like said. I mean, I wouldn't have said it like that, or I wouldn't have done it like this,
Yeah,
like because it looks a certain way to people. Even his own like family security guard said there's certain things that they just wouldn't. They try to advise him not to say or not to do. He just didn't understand. I get that. He's not above
yeah.
100% above critique. But I believe that Michael Jackson, like, why we always, and as black culture too, we always we're the biggest haters ever. We're always turncoating on somebody. Nobody can really be like good because we don't allow them to be that. Because it's like it's so
Mhm.
unbelievable that when somebody is actually a good person or a good humanitarian and wants to see good, like it's so unbelievable, or we just don't want it like that, so we trash the dude. Like again, I'm not saying he's Jesus or anything. I'm just saying like when somebody uses their fame and money to do like actual good stuff, and we're just trashing it. We're trying to pick it apart.
Mhm.
We're trying to do this. We're trying to put allegations on him. We're trying to do this. We won't let the man rest in peace. We wouldn't let him rest when he was here. You know, like we wouldn't let him rest
Mhm.
when he was still amongst us, and we won't let him rest when like he's dead. Depending on what you believe, or this I'll say not here. Like you won't let the
Yeah.
dude have peace. He's already been proven in the court of law that he hasn't done any of this stuff. There's evidence against everything. Like there's evidence against everything that people are saying to him, and still we won't let him. There's people are like, I have questions. When that Netflix bullshit came out, I was like, this is stuff that's already been debunked. This whole case has been went through for years, and now we're still questioning.
Do you
It's because people just want something to complain about. They don't like they
do you feel like Michael Jackson is still alive?
who me. Oh, you know
Yeah.
my theory on that. That I don't believe that he died in 2009. Now, like I said, they're like whether he died after that, I don't know, but I don't believe that. Like I thought I send you that video that I showed you that I told you
Mhm.
about.
Mhm.
I don't believe he died in
Yeah.
2009. I think he had every reason to fake his death. But there's people that do believe that he died in 2009, which is fine. Like I said, if he did, okay, but still, nonetheless, like no one lets him like people like rest in peace or
Mhm.
or let them go away peacefully no matter what you believe. You like it won't happen. Like he can't get any peace, you know?
Mhm.
And like I said,
Mhm.
there's so much with the black culture that's even like it's ridiculous. Like I said, the minute like people do something that black culture don't like, and turning on you. Oh well, this and
Yep.
that. They're like
But
they're turncoating on you. Like the minute you do something you don't like, and they won't let you rest. And that's not even just black culture. I say that because I'm black. I love being black, but I don't like how culture is, but the black culture is, but people in general, like in general, the whole world does it. Like with the whole world, this whole era, we live in the era of turncoats. We live in the era of like you're not consistent. The minute you see something, oh, and now it's like you're questioning when there's been evidence for years against the fact. Like, stop.
Mm-hmm.
Like at some point, this gets old. At some point you gotta
Yeah.
we gotta move on from stuff. At some point, like things have to change within the human race, period. Because we're not like it's going downhill. Like I'm having human fatigue at this point. Like it's crazy. I was like, man, like we can't even just look at like even the beauty of the earth of what was created in front of us without finding something to fall to fuck it up or flaw with it or this and that. We can't enjoy animals without thinking they're lunch. You know,
Hey,
like we
yeah.
can't let them live in peace. Like it's always like we see a pig, ha ha ha, bacon, 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 and it can be funny, but like it's a creation. We don't even respect creation. You know,
Yeah.
they eat all the way down to dogs and cats. Like people are doing it. We don't respect anything at all. And I like it's just it's exhausting when you just want like you want to look at the world for its beauty and people constantly show you the ugly down to the relationship stuff
Do you feel?
that we were talking about down to all that. We can't have a beautiful relationship. Nobody can have it without there being some kind of drama. Oh, I bet she's cheating on you. Or I bet this,
Yeah.
that. And although, yeah, there's times where it's true, but sometimes it's not that. Some people actually have a good relationship and you fuck it up by saying some shit. You put the idea
Yeah.
in somebody's
Yeah.
head. It's crazy to me. Like we can't, like nothing can be beautiful anymore. Just naturally, there's always has to be some kind of agenda behind it. There always has to be another explanation behind it. There always has to be, well, this might be this. No, sometimes it's just somebody's just good. Sometimes their relationship is just great, and it didn't fuck up until social media got involved, until you got involved and started putting doubts in people's heads and this and that. So yeah, I'm having human fatigue at this
Yeah. I agree.
point.
Well, you said a lot, bro.
Yeah.
I agree with you. So I ain't gonna lie. That was all I had, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I feel kind of a little differently from what you said because honestly, in today's world, you would be a fool not to question everything.
I'm not saying that. Like
There's so
it's
many.
fucked up that, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it's fucked up that like there's a lot of instances where you have to question stuff. I get it. Like there's a lot, but that's the problem. Like we're adding stuff. Like and what I was alluding to was like the times where um like there's nothing wrong and people create a problem, but sometimes there is behind the scenes problem. We get that from the Epstein files. We get that from the UFO shit that they don't be telling us about, and we get that from all kinds of stuff. Like this world is just fucked up, and that's why I say human fatigue for me. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no, no. It's just like sometimes, bro, you have to question
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just being real because the way motherfuckers is scamming these
Yep.
days, you know what
I
I'm
get it.
saying? The way people people are honestly just in your regular day life, bro. People are looking to get over on you. You see what I'm
And that's
saying?
exactly yep.
So I'm being real, like just being real. Like that's the reason why on previous podcasts I've always said, get you somebody who you can one, you can stand to be around. Two, get you somebody that when you go to sleep, you can trust that when you go to sleep, this person ain't texting a side nigga or you know what I'm saying, doing over there she just scrolling her social media just normally. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like you gotta be able to trust the person that you are laying with. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So that's one thing. Like when people always talking about how things were in the 90s and shit, like this is the truth. This is the truth. The world has changed. And honestly, it's because we literally have access to anything in the palm of our hands.
Yeah,
Think about it. If you don't if you don't have to leave your house, you don't have to leave your
that's
house.
true.
Think about it. You can grocery shop from your phone. You can order clothes from your phone. Anything you need from the store, you can order it on DoorDash.
Hmm.
Anything. I've literally ordered, um, the little folding tables that they use at
Yep.
cookouts. I literally ordered a folding table off DoorDash, and they brought it right to my
Yep.
door. You see what
Yep.
I'm saying? The world, I keep telling people this may be a conspiracy theory, but they're building the world so that you will never have to leave your home. I think the way that these people are complaining about sports at a high level, like they're going to make the sports world is being so pussified that eventually, I don't care what nobody say, eventually, especially games like football, they're not going to let us play football anymore because you're not going to be able to avoid injury
Hmm.
with football. So eventually, I think they're going to take the game away.
Yeah.
Things that as soon as they figure out a way where you can experience being outside while staying home.
Hmm.
And I don't mean like getting on your phone and seeing shit. I mean like as soon as they figure out a way to make inside feel like outside, but all the while keeping you inside the house.
Yeah.
I think that's what I think that is what this world is headed towards. Everything being I think everything is going to be technology based.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I agree.
Even honestly, even with the food, even with animals.
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna be real, bro. I think that eventually there's only going to be humans. And I think that's where we're gonna fuck up. Because humans will eventually figure out a way to get rid of bugs. They'll eventually figure out a way because think about it. When was the last time you seen a stray dog?
A straight up.
Huh?
Um.
Whereas, like back when we grew up, if you walked somewhere, you didn't have to, but most people would pick up a stick or something just in case a dog chased them,
Hmm. Yeah.
right? Nowadays, bro, you rarely see. And like, I've literally, like, one day I was bored. I ain't gonna lie. I had been smoking. I was on some conspiracy shit, and I thought about when was the last time I seen a stray dog?
Hmm.
And I've 100% got out and just rolled around just to see if I see a stray cat, a stray dog, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
You don't see them. You don't see them.
That's true. Like it's been a couple years since I've actually seen one that now that I think about it. Like
Think about it. You don't.
yeah, it's been a while.
And I'm like, I, I think that as soon as the humans figure out a way to, like right now, the only interaction with wildlife that people have on a daily basis
Hmm.
is maybe a deer runs out in front of your car,
Yeah.
or you might see a squirrel.
Yep.
Every now and then, depending on where you at in the country, you might see a possum
Mm-hmm.
or a raccoon. You know what I'm saying? That, like, again, depending on where you at, you might come across a bear or something like that. But I think humans, once they figure out how to counteract, like, no wildlife attacks,
Mm.
or I'm serious, bro. I think as soon as this is my theory, and then I'm gonna shut
Mm-hmm.
up. I feel like this: as soon as human beings figure out, like I said, how to experience outside while never leaving your house, I think that is going to be the downfall of society.
Humanity.
Because once, yeah, of humanity. Because think about it, with no human interaction, we're not, we're not, we are technically still a race, but the human interaction is what makes us humans.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, the more and more they think about it, that's the reason why you're seeing so much inhumane shit.
Yeah.
It's because there's the interaction is so limited. Like, there's kids out here in this world that have never had a conversation with the other sex.
Uh-huh.
And when I say conversation, I mean like how when we were kids, call somebody on the phone, stay on the phone for about an hour with a female, getting to know her, making her laugh, whatever, whatever, whatever. Bro, there's guys on my football team that haven't gotten into a fight in their life.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a girlfriend. They're not actually interacting with female students.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you walk through the school, you'll see kids purposely avoiding each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, whereas when we were in school, niggas was clicked up. You walk through the hallway and you're going to see 50 limb cliques of 4 to 5 kids who you see every single day, just them 4 to 5 doing what they do
Mm-hmm.
in different areas of the school. Like, you don't see that these days, bro.
Yeah. That's true.
But that was all I had, bro.
For sure, bro. For sure. Yeah, that's all I got, bro.
All right, y'all. Well, until next time, Marquee Game, fuck Miss Faith
Yeah, fuck
forever.
Miss Bay forever.
I'll holler at y'all later.
All right. Yep.
All right,
All right,
bro.
bro.
As I could tell, this woman has a sweet heart. Watch this video. The devil, like, what's